If you like this video, make sure to visit our Vimeo page and follow us to get the latest update.
EHS is a very simple and standard module which can easily understand if you concentrate at least 2 to 3 hours per day. So today I just like to start with dangerous goods management. I checked the previous videos and I understand where exactly he stopped. I would like to start from a bit down, and slowly I will go to the next activities. So how many of you people know about content? Why I'm asking this question is, generally any project which implements EHS, they need to use the phrases, templates, rules, and the content information which is stored in list substances and UN list substances. As a process, this content needs to be updated quarterly. Content means, suppose you implemented EHS in the year of 2016. Whatever you got from the license, all the phrases, all the information, everything will be present in your system. After the year 2016, there might be multiple changes in the market. According to the changes in the market, we need to change our content. Like new phrases can be available, new property trees can be available, new characteristics or value assignment types can be added, new rules will be added. So this kind of process, even if you think UMO is a new rule which was implemented recently from last 2-3 years. So these kind of rules will be, this kind of data should be updated according to the content. So previously, SAP itself, they used to maintain the content and they used to uh, sell the content for the users who implemented SAP EHS in their projects. Later on, SAP stopped, and right now, Verisk is leading the market. Unfortunately, a monopoly is going on now. So content will provide you the updates in property tree, phrases, list and UN list substance data, updates in the rule files, updates in the templates. So these many information will be done by using content. Why I'm saying all this? We are updating UN list substances also as part of content. UN list substance is a specific specification type which can be able to create such kind of specification in your substance workbench transaction. Like double click on your substance, click on new search, because if you searched anything in the previous, the values will be reminded. It is caused by using memory parameters. Unfortunately, they will not go even you start a new session. So always it is preferable to click on new search before proceeding further. Now see this in the specification type, every button, most of the buttons you have F4 help. So if you click this button or F4, you can able to see the entries. So these are the different specification types you can able to see. Now see this LSUN, UN listed substance. So as per GHS, we have some standards in SAP EHS. Okay, so United Nations approved some materials as dangerous, and they should be notified in their projects or in their EHS implementations. And regarding the data, more information is needed. This kind of information will be supported by the content, and they will be present in each and every EHS related activities further. Like initially it starts with UN ls underscore UN substances. The information will be maintained and loaded by using the content at this place. Loading of the information in LSUN also happen by using the OCC. OCC is a tool. Generally, we use it to load the content data, like list substances or LSUN substances will be updated by using OCC. I will show you all these things later, just for the information I'm telling. Now we need to understand for any DG substances, the basic information involved will be loaded in ls underscore UN substances first. Okay, we will see what kind of information will be present inside. If there is any specification, I can show something. Okay, like you have one level specifications. I'm just opening any isobutyl alcohol. See this. This is an information. All the information will be loaded inside dangerous good circulation. These are the identifiers which can provide different names of the substances in different languages. While printing the reports or DG notes, these descriptions are very much useful in printing the information in their own languages. That is the reason we use it to maintain the information in multiple languages. And also it depends on the regulation. Like, see this. This is an identifier which is applicable for these regulations. Okay, regulations, I will take another class. Just I'm explaining the detail how an identifier is mapped to regulations and also validity areas. So in this case, it was mentioned as reg world. Reg world means overall world. Any country will come into this. Okay, so you can able to see the numbers and you can identify. This identifier has having link to 10 regulations. You can able to see them. So like this way, you can able to you can easily understand how many regulations are added and what are the validity areas present. So if the proper regulation is not added, then while filling the information in DG classification substances or product real substances, you can't able to see the descriptions. Descriptions won't be populated properly if the regulation is not added or if the validity area is still missing. So this is the main thing for identifiers. I will come one by one. So this on your left hand side below, the tree kind of structure is nothing but property tree. It means we have too much of information in EHS to maintain the information in a structure. So this structure is nothing but property tree. We used to call like that. And if you double click on this property tree, you can able to see the information on your right hand side. See this is a button. You can able to change the property trees. Unfortunately, for this specification type, only one property tree is assigned. This will be dealt in the configuration SPRO. I will go to each and every configuration node and I will explain this when I'm dealing with the configuration. So you can able to see the information related to all the regulations in this value assignment type. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just modifying the structure. Just I'm transposing the information what exactly displayed over there. I don't like the previous one. So in any regulation, this kind of information will be present. It is a kind of basic information. Basic information, you can able to see the regulation name, the transport permitted, whether it is permitted for the transport or not, and the dangerous goods class, which is a very important factor. DG label number always related to the class, whatever the class present there, just the DG label will be maintained in the same way. DG label is nothing but just to print the label when it is needed. And so what is meant by dangerous goods class? Dangerous goods classes. We know these are all dangerous goods, but they are also segregated into different types. Only observe these things. Forget about the regulation. Class 1 means it is always explosive. TNT. Gases. Class 2 stands for gases. Poisonous gases. Or 3. Flammable liquids like petrol, alcohol. So 4.1 in the again it is liquid and it is solid. And in solids also there are different types. Okay, based on their properties. 5.1 oxidizing. So these things are segregated in different classes. This information will be provided by regulations. This kind completely information is coming from the regulations only. Always in every project, regulation consultant will be available from the business side. So as an SAP consultant, you need to take care of the solution, means whether what exactly the business requirement can be sorted by using your SAP process or not. In SAP, we have a lot of business processes, but the requirement which is coming from the business, we can handle it by using SAP or not. If it is handled by SAP, in what way? What is the exact solution? What are the prerequisites? What is the data to be maintained? What is the complete process? This is the information you need to tell. This is called a solution. If you tell that, you will become SAP EHS consultant and you will be the light for the business to show how we need to deal their scenario in SAP. Business always have the knowledge related to regulations and what exactly the chemicals, how to deal with them. They know the processes, but you need to give the information how SAP will deal their processes. Okay, we are SAP EHS consultants. We will maintain the information by using uh, different tools, and finally we will create their solution in SAP by using configuration and customization. This is our duty. Okay, you can able to see all this kind of information in Google or some regulation manuals, and business will provide you if you ask for that. Okay, so these are the different dangerous goods classes which are available in the system. For each information, you need to select the instance. These called as instances. Means one particular VAT can have multiple instances. In each and every instance, different data can be maintained. You need to select each and every instance and finally go for the remaining tabs. Always the remaining tabs will be depend on the first value assignment instance you selected. So please select the proper and go for the remaining. Risk classification. In the risk classification, you can able to see this is the risk potential, and in the risk potential you can able to see the packaging group. We have different kind of packaging groups. Packaging group really plays a very good role in dangerous goods. Okay, so these are the different packaging groups available for that particular. So see this, the filtration is already done by using the regulation and class because you already selected them in the initial screen. Okay, in the initial screen, we selected regulation and class. Based on that, the filtration will happen and the risk classifications will be maintained. You need to select one of the risk classification from the drop down, and finally, you need to maintain the remaining stuff. These are all the information. Generally, you can see them in DG Master. Okay, this is the whole information in DG Master. You already checked different tabs in the DG Master. That is, the transaction code is DGP3, and choose anything. How many DG Masters are there? I don't
So
know.
Ramesh, just one question, sorry to interrupt here. It
Yeah.
may be a little out of context. So my question is, do we ever, I mean, is it recommended to make any changes directly in DG master data?
Definitely, I will explain that. So you're the person who wanted to do changes in the DG master content. Okay. DG master content means at what level you want to change. In the DG master directly, DGT3 transaction, or in the specification level. You mentioned DG master means I hope it is DGP3 level. So
DGP3, yes.
yeah, so see this, there is a possibility for the change, and you can directly enter the material and you can go inside. Just within 10 minutes, I will come to the place where exactly I need to explain the stuff and all. Just for give me
Sure,
10
sure,
minutes
no,
to
no, no
complete that.
problem.
So
Yeah.
I'm already in a different flow. I'm coming back to that. So in DGP3, see this, you can able to see the DG masters. I'm choosing one just to make you understand. I'm putting the screen side by side, and I'm just removing the proprietary out of the way. I just want to show you whatever you want to see, all this information. See this, we have a lot of tabs which are present in the dangerous goods master. We have the same thing. See this, most of the information will come from this. So you can understand from the specification to dangerous goods master, a mapping should be maintained, right, to flow the information from one place to another place. We need to construct some bridges in the normal. In SAP, we use it to do the mappings to flow the information from one place to another place. So this is specification related stuff, and this is dangerous goods related stuff. So the mapping will be maintained to flow the information from here to here. Okay. So this is the main information you need to maintain in UN list substances. And one more thing, these UN list substances are coming from the content. We don't create all this information. We load this information. Okay. We load this information from content by using OCC. Got you? If you go to administration data, see this technique data. Have you ever heard the term technique data?
Yeah, yes, Ramesh.
Sorry.
Yes, yes, Ramesh.
Yes. Actually, EHS solution was implemented by Technidata. After that, SAP bought the solution from Technidata, and still we can able to see the Technidata. So Technidata means which is coming from the content. What exactly you buy the information from SAP and loaded in the content. Just the information will be maintained here. So this information is completely coming from the content, and finally you can able to see this information over there. Okay. Now, so if you're buying something, yeah, you bought all this information from SCP. So if you want to do changes, what exactly you will do? You need some changes. You're expecting the regulation or the class or label number. You think if there is some mistake or something, just you need to wait for the latest update, because if there is any change happening in the market, these content people are aware of that. Just they use it to conduct workshops and analysis. Departments are already maintained and R&D teams are there. Each and everything they use it to manage, and in the market changes, they're according to the same. Just they will respond and they will try to create something in the system. So each and every quarter we can have the updates and the information will be loaded from them. It is a content generally we use it to buy. So it is precious. If you do some changes in that, it's not the correct way, because it is coming from the content people, SAP people. So better not to change anything. Okay. So DG UN listed specifications, UN listed data is completely perfect. So how this information will be flown into the next level? The information will be flown into DG classification. This is loaded by content. Okay. Set or verisk. Okay. This is DG classification. The information will be flown into DG classification in the second level. Now, why we need the DG classifications? Because in the UN list specification, in the UN list substance, we maintain all the information. Okay, for all the regulations, we will maintain the same. And also we will maintain all the classes and also all the packaging groups. For this particular UN number, what exactly the classes and packaging groups it will support, each and every information it will be loaded. Suppose it supports two dangerous goods classes, then you have different two classes available for this, because it is a multi-value field. If you want to see the characteristics, you can press F1. By selecting that, you can able to see, oh, multiple values. My mistake. I think if it is not supports the multiple value, then definitely it should create multiple instances for the regulations, because it is a case available. It can be available for different dangerous goods classes. In my last experience with one of the UN list substance, I can see class 3 and 8 are also available for a single regulation. So in such cases, we need to create two different. But it is very strange. Just a second. It should be available. Yeah, sorry. This is dangerous good label. Two labels can be available. So these kind of information is coming from SAP and it is giving all the information, but you are expecting a particular information, like you only need a particular class and packaging groups. In such cases, we need to put the information in a DG classification substance, because your material comes under a particular class and a packaging group. Then you need to maintain the DG classification substance, and in the DG classification substance we will put this UN 1212 information inside, and you only load the particular class and classification information. I will show you how we load them. DGCL. So I'm opening one. So on the identifier itself, you can able to see this. This is a DG. UN number is 1993 and the class is 3 and the packaging group is 3. Okay, so if you need a particular information for class and packaging group, generally we use it to create DG classification substances, and finally we will maintain them. If you go for DG classification, just let me show you one more important thing. I hope it is relations. Very good. Then references. We have only 3 ways to, okay. Then it is a stupid way of maintaining the data because it is an ID system, I think. So they didn't mention the original standards. So if you can see, these are directly added, manually added. We don't do this kind of procedures in DG classification substance. What I'm talking, just I will explain. But see this, they directly mentioned the UN list substance to populate the ADR related stuff. When you put the UN number, system will ask, there are too many packaging groups. Which packaging group you want to select? You already selected it. That is the reason it is coming directly F13. Okay, if you remove this information and press F4, you can able to see the different. So then you need to select the proper one. For class 3, it is F1 and 3. So this is the way you need to get the information into DG classification, what exactly the class and packaging group information. Okay, always a material is related to these 2 parameters, and we can identify it, and we need to get the proper DG classification. Suppose your material is related to UN 1993 and the class is 3 and the packaging group is 3. Then you have all this information in this DG classification. In DG classification also, you can directly assign the materials, or you can create a real substance and you can assign the DG classification in their reference part. And finally, you can load the data into DG classifications. Okay, this is the way we need to maintain the DG classification substances to flow the data. So
Here I have one thing.
yeah,
Directly this event listed class DG classification data will assign to the material, or do we need to assign to the real substance?
yes, yeah, I will tell you. So in this, we will maintain packaging group and class. Everything will be maintained in this, and only it is restricted to packaging group and class. We will maintain the information DG classification substance. In this place, there is a possibility we can assign the material also directly to DG classification. But the standard is real or product specification. Okay. In this, we will assign the DG classification in referencing. And also, we can assign the material. So these are the 2 places you can assign the material. Depends on the business logic on their requirement. You need to assign the material concept. Is it clear?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You are saying that DG classification directly we can assign to the material, right?
There
In
is
some
a
cases.
yeah,
In some
possibility.
cases.
Yeah, in not some cases, it depends on the business decision. Business wants the materials to be assigned in DG classification, no issues, you can assign it. Or they want in real substances, you can assign.
Okay.
Generally, what we do for limited quantities, we assign the materials to the DG classification. For the remaining, you need to assign the materials to real substances or product. Okay, this is a kind of requirement from business. So according to business requirement, we need to do this. Okay. So this is the information from DG related. Now, what exactly the next process? Mistake. Now the information will be flown to DG master. How it will be flown? Because you need to run the DG filling transaction. DG E5 is the transaction code. Okay. You need to run the DG filling transaction. For the DG filling, it should be mandatory to mention the specification which containing all the DG related stuff for that particular material. And in the DG filling, you need to provide for which regulations you want to run the DG master. And also from which date the DG master should be available. So this is the information. Finally, where exactly the data is loading into DG master. Once the DG master is filled, the information will be loaded into DGTMT. These are the two basic tables for DG. DG, we have multiple tables, but these are the main tables. The information will be loaded into directly DG tables. Once the information is loaded in DG tables, always the logistic systems won't refer to any of the specification database. Always they refer to DG masters. Means the DG tables only. What I mean, suppose you created the dangerous good master from a real substance after loading all these steps, and finally your DG master is through and your DG master is available in DGP3 transaction code. Now you are doing a logistic order, like you are in a delivery. In the delivery, you added the material. After adding the material, you are trying to do the DG checks. Okay, DG checks are the checks generally we use to maintain in our configuration, whether it will check for some validations in all the logistic orders. It can be purchase order, sales order, delivery, production order, anything. DG checks can be available and you can check for the DG. So these validation, while performing these validations, you need to compare with some data, right? To do validation, generally we used to compare the data with some other. Whatever the data present in logistics, you can able to see the material number itself. Then for the material, you will check the information in DG master tables, not for the specification database. They won't check anything after created the DG master. Only they will refer to DG master tables. Then DG master will be the primary information from all the logistics. Nobody cares what exactly you maintain in the EHS specification. But there is a one-way traffic. You can update the information in DG master by using the specification database. So you can manually change the information in DG master, but it is not at all recommended. Why? Why you need to change? If you want to change anything in, just you can maintain the same in the specification database, and finally you change it by using the DG filling transaction. It will update. You have the possibility to update the DG master by using the standard process. What is the reason to maintain your values manually in DG master? In some projects, people may do, but this is not the standard way of doing. And you need to always update the DG master by using the specification master, by using the transaction code DGE5. Once the information is loaded into DG master, that is final, means that is the only information any logistic order will check. DGE5 is the transaction code for filling. In this transaction code, Suppose if your material is assigned to DG classification, then you can maintain the DG classification and run it. Or if your specification is maintained for real substance, maintain the real substance and run it. Suppose you know only material, then you can maintain the material and you can run it. From which date you want the you want to create the DG master, from which date, then you need to maintain the date in this and you can run it. Then the DG master will be created from this date. See this? Okay. And phrase group. Multiple phrases can be created automatically. You won't create any phrases. You won't create any data. Directly system will create it. So all this data will be created by SAP automatically, and you need to provide a phrase group for that. So as you know, there is a phrase group available always for TD content or DGTMT. These are the uh, phrase groups available for loading all these DG contents and all. So this is the phrase groups you need to maintain. And finally, you need to run the DG filling and you can able to see the data inside DG master. So this is the standard procedure how we maintain DG master records. And once you create the DG master, there is a chance to update the information. Suppose on January 1st, 2016, I updated the DG master for this particular material. Some values are changed in the content, and on 2017, January 1st, I created the DG master again. Means I updated it. At first you created, the DG master will be created for 2016, January 1st to the validity area as 31/12/1999. 9,999 means end of the day, end of the time period. So it is created from 2016 January to end of the time. Then again you updated the information from January 1st, 2017. Then the previous record will be modified to 1st January 2016 to 31/12/2016. And the second record will be created 1st January 2017 to end of the time. Like the same way. So DG masters can be multiple. How many times you update, that many records you will be created in DG master. Like the C16 is the transaction code for checking the tables. DGTMD is the table for dangerous goods master. Two tables I already mentioned. Two tables are the main tables, that is DGTMD and DGTM2. So see this is the, where is my material? Okay. Okay, 7 records. See this. So these are different validity areas and regulations. That is the reason they have different records. But if you do the DG filling again for the particular material, then obviously a new record will be created and the old record will be maintained to the date adjusted, like this. Suppose just a second, I will see this dangerous goods master fields. This is the one. Now this is the material. This is the first time it is loading all the values and all. Okay, filling is completed. I'm very much happy. Previously it was 26/4. It is created today and it is valid from 2017. Previously, it was valid from 2017. Now it is changed to 26/4/2022, means today itself. In DG Master also, you can able to see different records. Yeah, see this. Okay.
Ramesh, it seems some problems have occurred, right? At the bottom left screen.
Yeah,
Can we
I can.
check
I
that?
can.
Because
So see this. If you see this, the filling is completed. It is green. Some problems have occurred. Means some warnings. Warnings we can have. There is no need to check. But I can see them in DGP7 transaction code /n DGP7. If the filling is completed, that is the message, means no issues, no worries. Okay. Area not saved log. My mistake. I put the classification some substance in edit mode. I think. What is this? The DG master is in edit. That is the problem. Just a second. It is my mistake. Sorry.
right, I think that was the reason the date is not updated.
Yeah. DG5. Yeah. I think from all the places I'm out. Okay, good. Okay. Filling is completed. Okay. Okay, again, very happy. No, all phrases could be created for UN 1993. No, all phrases could be created for. Okay, there is a problem with the phrase. Okay, but you can able to see this. ADR, these many records are updated, means some records are created. There is a problem with the phrase and we can able to see that later, but you can able to see the records are created.
Right, right. Yeah,
Okay,
now it is.
and you can able to see the dates even 2017, 2022, and from today onwards, again, it was updated up to yesterday because the previous record is valid for up to yesterday. Why like this? If you are updating today, the record can be maintained as single and it will be updated from today. It is not happening. Why it is? Because there might be a possibility some deliveries already created before the updation and they are already maintained in the system with the old data. Means the unchanged DG data should support for them. So the record should be live. What I'm saying, maybe yesterday you created a delivery and you used this DG master related information in that delivery and the DG checks are performed. Again, I will open the same data today and I will try to maintain, do some changes, but it was already tagged to this data, this particular record. If I delete this record, definitely the system, the delivery will give the errors because it is updated based on the yesterday's data. Today you updated, I'm very happy for that, but it is not the correct way, right? So up from coming onwards, from today onwards, what exactly the deliveries you create, then this record will be used. For the previous ones, this record is the correct one. So these records are needed and you need to maintain both the records in the database. And finally, the DG checks will be performed based on the validity period. So this is the story for DG fill. Good. So this is the diagram and that is the complete story for DG filling and all. We will try to execute a complete cycle and we will see how the DG filling is happening. Okay. Now this is the initial story for the DG master. If you have any queries or something, yeah, even I left any queries parked. So please give me the entries or give me the information so that we can proceed for the next topic. For anything, if you're learning, just please try to practice the same thing. The assignment for today is create a UN list substance on your own, maintain some information, just use the F4 helps. Don't create the UN list. UN list subs are already created. Your activity is to create the DG classifications on your own, real and product specifications on your own, and finally update the DG master by using DG E5 transaction code. Based on your participation, if you get any errors in the system, please let me know. Tomorrow we will discuss that. It is a good way of learning. If you're learning something, please practice the same thing today. At least you can spend 30 or 40 minutes to complete this activity. Please create the DG classification by entering into the CG02 transaction code. I will show you the flow a bit and you can easily get that. So this is the create button. You can create like this. Have you ever created a specification?
No, Ramesh, didn't get a chance to create from scratch.
Okay, but have you ever created a specification in specification database? Anyone? By the way, you people are not opening. So let me call back with your names. Divya Jyoti. Are you there?
So Ramesh, let me answer that. So most of us, right, we have created test specifications, yes. And some people have probably, used business specifications. They have copied it and, used it for their own testing. So those kind of cases, yes, we have created some specifications.
Okay, so this is the way anyway. Generally, this is the way in CGO2. Click on the create button and provide the specification type. In your case, I'm asking you to create a DG classification. So it is DGCL sub. So this is the specification. You need to double click it and you need to provide the authorization group as all. Generally it is a standard, and identifiers. Okay, enjoy. There are some problems which are with ID system, but it is okay. And synonym. I'm just giving the different information. Identification types can be anything, like it is just giving the information about the description. It can be a name or number or formula. In ID category, we have three types: name, number, formula. If it is a name, what kind of name it is? It is it a DG class name, INX name, substance group name? Well, you have different kinds of. These are the DG identifier types. You can put anything, even it is a material name, product name, all like this. So I'm using synonym and I'm using UN1993. It is a DG classification. So class 3. So packaging group 3. Okay, now I'm pressing save. I'm just taking this example. You have a lot of UN listed specifications and you can choose whatever you want. And see this is a references tab. UN 1993, right? Okay, I'm copying this information. In the previous example, they didn't use the references. That is really sin. That's not a good way. Now what I will do, okay, reference specification you entered does not exist. Okay, happy. Which specification is existing then? Referencing or inheritance with DG specification is not permitted. Super. The configuration is completely dumb and down. Nothing is accepting, but I should take a session with configuration. You people should know what exactly the configuration and how to manage them. This is the configuration page. SPRO is the transaction code. See this? This is our environmental health and safety. Basic data. This is the initial information for a specification to manage the things and all. So it was mentioned that referencing is not possible. That is the error. Referencing is not possible. So referencing, we will go for specification management, specification master, specification types is the correct one. Specification types. In which specification we are in? DGCL sub. Okay, DGCL sub, select it. Pull it to right, then you can able to see something. Okay. Specification referencing. So what is the source? LSUN sub. This is the way of capturing the change in a transport request. I'm adding the LSUN sub, means LSUN substances can be involved inside the specifications of DG classifications. Now I can do the referencing. Happy? So I came out of the configuration. Always, once the configuration change is done, just it will not be directly applicable to your specification. Always it should be this is the specification created, and I'm entering the same way. Display references. Yeah, it's not existing. I'm very much happy. Insert is one. Okay, unable to find referencing specification that meets your select search criteria. Okay, what exactly it is? Okay, anyone? 1993, please. Yes, this is 1993. Now the specification is referenced. Please tell me, somebody, how many ways of copying the data from one specification to another specification? Anybody knows it? Just tell me, otherwise I will tell. Specification referencing inheritance. There are three ways in copying the information from one spec to another spec. Now this specification is referenced into DG classification. So what exactly the information present in the UN 1993, everything will flow into DG classification. Okay, now I'm saving. Yeah. Super. Super, excellent. There is a BAPI error is going on and the referencing is not working here and you are unable to pass the information. But this is the standard practice. If you put the referencing specification at this place and the information will be flown to the remaining values. And the UN 1993 CFR is having DG goods classification and the information will be loaded into DG goods classification. And you can see some symbols also. See this? This is UN 1993 and this information will be flown automatically. This is called as referencing, and referencing is already failed. I'm very much happy. Now I will try for relationship. Yeah, see. If one thing is not working, we will go for another way. Okay, source. I know the source. I want to move the information from 20872. Yeah, no other way.
Ramesh, what is the difference between reference and relationship? So when to use what? Is
Excellent.
there any
It's a
criteria?
great topic, actually. I will cover this information. It will take too much time. That is the reason I wrote this one, and I asked somebody to remember this in my next session. So I can give the information and create the information in system, and we can have the detailed explanation for that. At
Okay,
present,
sure.
I'm taking this one and I'm creating the template. This is a very good one. Please check this. This is the template. Template means you have a specification in the source and you have a specification in the target. From source to target, what information to be passed. That is the control. We need to create a template and we need to maintain. See this all. All means each and everything will be flown. Otherwise, you don't need that and you want to create something. See this, there is a button. Now, there is a button. Now you choose your own way, test or whatever it is. Just enter, and there is a description. If you want to maintain it. Test. Yes. So you put the cursor on the test and please click this button. See this button. This is the button. If you want to put the control on the usages, add the usages and validity areas and ratings. If you want to put the identifiers, put the control. If you want to put what exactly the value assignments to be passed, then you can select only that particular value assignments by using this button, and that will be converted into yellow. So means it is selected. So this is the way of creating a template and maintaining your own template. What is the information to be passed? Suppose you don't like this property tree, please go to this place and select whatever the property tree you want. Okay. Generally, I select standard, not to skip every value assignment. You can select whatever you want. Like this way. Other information. You can select whatever you want. And finally, you can prepare your own template. Okay. This is the way creating the templates and choosing what to be transferred. Now I'm using all in your tomorrow's just for today's assignment. If there is any possibility, please come back with the new
Ramesh,
template also.
can you use G template only currently? Can
Which
you
one?
please select some of the G template? Just now we created, right? Test template
Yes.
instead of all.
Yes. You want me to use that particular template?
Yes, whatever we
Yeah.
created, right? Use that.
I didn't create it. I deleted it. If you want, I can create and I will use it. Just a
Yeah,
second.
please create on template and use that.
Yeah, sure. Definitely. Definitely. See this, the inheritance is activated. And if I save it, the information should come in there, the inherited way. See this, still the information is not populated. There is a problem with the BAPIS and all. So there is a problem with the BAPIS and inheritance also not working. But this is the standard procedure. And as per your request, I will try to create the template. Just a second. If you already created it and you don't like it, please delete it. Perfect. So this background program for bus 1077. Tomorrow I will try to activate this background program and I will show you. For today, so what is the source? Yeah, you want me to create a template? Yes, I will do. Test. Okay, this is not yet deleted. Very happy. Go for the edit mode. Unfortunately, if you choose this one, see this. I restrict the rating should to public. Now the validation, the validity area category can be region and the validity area can be required. Super. Now coming to the value assignments, I am always concentrated on I don't care about this one. I need EHS dangerous goods classification. I'm in the source specification of dangerous goods classification. Now I just need the dangerous goods classification to be created. So I will select this one. I don't need any other data. So this is a green. So something is selected. Okay. Now changes to
Can you select one more value assignment bat?
Yeah, sure. Which value assignment invite you want to?
Can you section 15? Some regulatory information.
Yeah, this is all DG related information. Out of this, which one you want to?
Use hazard individual.
Yeah, super. Click, put the cursor on there, select this one. That's it. Any more?
Okay,
Can I select?
Yeah, this two are.
Now, okay, a new set of assignment types was selected. Okay, replace. So do the changes and complete this one. And I'm using test now. Yes, I'm saving all the changes to test and I'm using test. You can able to see the test there. Some background program is missing and that is the reason it is not saving the data. That is the reason you are not getting the data. So this is the concept of inheritance. I provided referencing and also inheritance programs. So these are the two ways loading the information from one specification to another specification. Copy from template, we will deal it in the next class, but this is the way in the program and the background jobs are not working properly. Try to put the background job in shape tomorrow and I will show you the same case tomorrow. And this UN number is the information which is present in UN 1993 will be flown into 2087 and all the DG related information will be saved in this. There is no need to enter the information manually for each and every specification, every dangerous goods classification. We have around 1000 or 1500 DG classification substances present in our system. So for each and every specification you are getting inside and you are maintaining the data, this is completely useless. We are not robots to do the same manual kind of operations. We are humans. So we need to think and we need to provide the concept. So referencing and inheritance or the programs, just they will be automatically loaded, plus just maintain the referencing information inside the specification. You can able to get all the information for the DG classification. So this is all. Now, this is the way. So create a DG classification on your own. If you get the information from your list substance and it is added inside your DG classification, try to practice from your sandbox systems inside your system. So those will be properly working, I think, with the background jobs and all. If you create the DG classification and you try to maintain the same inheritance stuff or referencing stuff, that will be really great and you will get all the information into DG classification. It's your interest. You can maintain the material and you can trigger the DGE file, or you can create one more, that is product specification, and finally you can reference the DG classification inside. See, this is a general practice. In DG classification we use inheritance technique. In real substance we use the technique as referencing. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Ramesh, sorry.
Yeah,
Quick question. So just understanding this flow, Ramesh, once we create this DG classification, by reference or by inheritance, after that we link it to DG master, right?
Yes.
And after linking this from CG0 to DG master, from DG master we do the DG filling, right?
Oh, wait a second. Who is speaking?
Tarun.
Tarun. Actually, wording is very important, Tarun. We are not linking any data to DG master. We are filling the DG master. Okay.
Filling. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not So once the material is assigned, and each and every information is maintained. Then run the DG master filling by using DG E5 transaction code. That's it. DG master will be created and it is available for all logistic operations. Your task is completed from as a EHS consultant.
Got it. I understand. Yep. Thank you,
So,
Ramesh.
super. So see this inheritance technique we generally use for DG classifications to link the LS UN specifications. In DG classification, we use inheritance technique and it is assigning LSUN substances inside DG classification. For real substances, we use referencing mechanism and DG classifications will be assigned directly. We have a part topic, different ways of copying information from one specification to another specification. These two are already done and we need to check this one tomorrow's class. And one more thing, we need to understand the difference between these three. So this is all about DG master at this stage. I will go for each and every configuration node in the DG module like this. This is the node for DG module, and these are all the information we need to discuss. It is a great, huge topic, and your support is really needed. Support means there is nothing to be done from your side. Just open your mouth and ask whatever you want. Otherwise, after this training, it will be again a blank paper for you. Training will be for a particular days, and you can able to understand everything when the training is going on. Once the training is stopped, just you will become again the blank paper because you didn't ask, you did never open your mouth, you didn't understand the proper way of flow. If somebody is doing, that is not the way. You need to do it. You need to practice it on your own. Then you should get everything. I'm an ex-TCS employee. I started my career also as you started. I didn't understand these concepts at the initial. But I took one day, it is really serious. After listening to too many lectures and too many documents, I started one time seriously to practice something on the sandbox system. On the day itself, I completed one complete flow in a sandbox system. I got some confidence. After the confidence, I never look back. Today, I know around 6 to 8 EHS submodules inside EHS, and I'm very much popular in the entire European region. This is all come from the dedication, what exactly you show, and the thing you need to choose this. It's not a force. If you want to be like that, you need to concentrate and you need to ask, you need to check each and every scenario. Then you know everything. Then business will be very happy with you always. Whatever they are expecting, you have a solution always. You will be called as magician. So please concentrate. You will definitely become a very good magician in EHS from the business angle. So please concentrate and try to practice the things. If you start practicing, you will get a lot of doubts. I will be available for few days. I am the aim, target for all your queries. I will definitely fulfill it. So please try to learn within this less time and try to practice. So this is very important, guys. So I can see a staff of around 10 people. Only 1 or 2 are speaking. Means only those people want to learn or everybody want to learn. So please open up and try to ask. I'm providing some assignments on daily basis and try to practice them. So my concept is, now I created a DG classification. Please do the same thing on your own and maintain the packaging, maintain the relationship inheritance. So automatically the information will be flown. In this system, there is a problem with that. Just I will try to clear it up, within tomorrow. Please try to create the inheritance technique and add the information of LSUN inside DG classification, create a real substance and assign the, reference the DG classification inside the reference tab. And finally, you can able to see all the information flowing in section 14 or regulations information inside standard property tree for real substance. Now you can get the confidence to execute the transaction code DGE5, execute DGE5 and provide the material information, or that only one information is enough. No need to fill all, just one information. Either it is material or real substance or DG classification. Maintain one. The link should be, the material should be assigned to one of these specifications. Okay. Now, after filling that, just what is this? Now I'm understanding. It is a very, very old system. In the new system, you can able to see the regulation also at this place. Okay. It is always important which regulation you want to fill. Maybe in your system, if it is a new, just you can check it. Regulation field also will be there. So select the material and provide a date and just try to execute. If there is any problem, open DG P7 transaction code and check for the log. If right the way, just we executed the log for multiple times and we cleared most of the errors. And finally, we can able to see green, then it is done. There is a problem with the phrase management. That is the reason it was created, not for that. But still, it was not stopped. Each and every record was created. So it's not a problem then. So this is the way of creating the dangerous goods master inside SAP system. So please try to understand the complete flow and try to practice the thing. So if you create the DG master, your step is achieved for today and your assignment is clear. Please come back with your queries while creating the DG master. You can get a lot of queries. Please try to get the screenshots or the error messages with you to the next class. We will discuss all the information tomorrow. So as it is,
Ramesh,
it
just
is
one
my,
question. Maybe
yeah,
we can
yeah.
park it for tomorrow, right? So this is regarding this transport permitted check, which we can see that in the DG master data, right? So we noticed that in DG classification, right? In the property trees, we are maintaining that data,
Yeah,
right? So is it
yes.
coming from there or is business maintaining that manually?
Okay. Some particular hazardous specifications will be maintained with that particular check. Transport is not allowed. Maybe there might be some exploding action if you transport them.
Mhm.
So for particular compounds, you can able to see that transport is not allowed. It can be come from the business side also. For the business will give you the information for these particular materials. Transport is not allowed checkbox to be triggered. Then what exactly you need to do? You will go to the UN list substance and you will try to see whether the check is activated or not. If the check is not activated, you need to maintain it manually. And just a second, I will when you go for the DG classification also, you can maintain better because, hey, okay, it is a manual entry. I thought the inheritance is really working. No, unfortunately, it is not. So see this in this, this is the transport approve button. Unfortunately, in DG classification, it is not activated. So we can't do anything. We need to do it in UN list substance or DG master. Better not to do anything in DG master, but mostly it will be covered by the content. If it is missed by the content, you need to activate the checkbox in UL substance or the DG master. Uh, it will be decided by the business only. You need to assign it and business will say the decision. Decisions are from business, activities are from EHS consultant. Remember this. Always they will take the decisions. You don't take any decisions. You just tell them what exactly good and what exactly bad with this solution. They will take the decisions and just follow the decisions. So you need to convince them based on the SAP requirement and solution. You need to convince by telling the good and bad, pro and cons you need to provide. And finally, you make the business to sign the contract. So this is the one, transport approved. If this checkbox transport is not permitted, approved. If it is maintained, it is okay. If it is not maintained, unfortunately, in DigiMaster, the value will be filled from this place only. Just a second, let me open the DigiMaster. Then you can able to see that. DGP3. So it is always present in the classification. You see this in the down, transport not permitted. If it is not approved, if the checkbox is missing, then definitely this checkbox will be activated. If it is not permitted, you cannot transport this, or you cannot add this in any delivery, unfortunately. Then what exactly system will do, if you add this particular material in your delivery or sales order, DG checks will be performed in transport not permitted is also covered in one of the DG checks, and that DG check will be executed. You will get an error pop up in delivery or sales order. It will not go until unless if it is changed here. They can't change it. SD people don't have any knowledge on this. Then they will take a screenshot. My dear EHS consultant, please check this. I am facing this error in my delivery or sales order. Please try to get away this. So I will get the request and I will remove this checkbox. Before doing that, I will discuss with the business and I will ask them whether it is wrongly added or something. Just finally, I will remove this and I will do the same activity by saving the by maintaining the new DG master. Then the people from logistic team again execute the transaction next. This time they won't get the error and the delivery will be through. So this is the process. Due to some activities of EHS consultant, logistic processes can be blocked. Can be blocked. They can't do anything. That is the power of the activities which can be performed by EHS consultant. We can block their deliveries. We can block their sales orders. We can block their purchase orders. No doubt. So,
could you please switch back to the screen where specification data was there?
Yeah, sure.
Where we saw this check enabled, right? So this is transport permitted, right? This TR.
Yes, this approved.
Right?
Transport approved. And this is transport not approved. That is the reason. If the checkbox is available, it will be disabled. If it is disabled, that will be enabled. Both will be vice versa.
So if it is checked in the specification data in DG classification, that means it will not be checked in the DG master data because the transport was approved in the DG classification.
Yes, yes. You can see the information very clearly. This is the one better. Now see this. This is see this. This is the one. Now you can uncheck that transport approved, and you can uncheck this, and you can run the DGE filling. Definitely it will be activated. So this is.
Can we please try that if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure. Okay. DG set. Hmm. 1993. UN 1212. So this is a different specification. We need to choose. ADR. Maybe packaging group 3. It's not saving. Okay. This is yeah, for ADR. You can able to see this. Okay, now dangerous goods classification, whether it is involved or okay. SATA. See this? Yeah, super. So see this. This is the one, and we will do remaining things also because I only activated this only for ADR. For other regulations, it is not. So
Okay.
this is linked. When I somebody please make this reminder. Just when I'm taking care of configurations, please ask this information once again, because it is controlled by using the configuration. So each and every field is controlled by the configuration. Anyways, I will tell that, but please remember when I'm using the configurations and all. So tomorrow's topics from your side, please build this cycle in your test systems. Okay. From my side, I need to cover the different types of copying techniques in the system, clear the error from the existing system, and tomorrow we will do some configuration activities if system permits, and we will do some deep dives in DG related. Is that okay?
Yes, Ramesh, sounds good.
So please let me know if you have any queries or something. Just let me know, because this is a very good time to ask. Once you are busy in your projects and some issues with the EHS uh, solutions or something, it is very, very hard. Even in Google, most of the information, EHS related information, is not at all clear in Google. You can't trust or rely in Google's. Direct solution cannot be present, and you need to do circuits if you follow the DG solutions. If he's a good EHS consultant, definitely he should be very, very busy, and he cannot help you even you ask or beg. EHS consultants' time is very much occupied. They always do freelancing, so their time is valuable. Unfortunately, even if you get some issues, you can't pay that much. So please ask and concentrate. If you have any queries, utilize this situation and try to ask more questions. Maybe you will not get this benefit after that. So please, this is the class for today, and I will try to wind up the session. So this is the activity for yourself. Please create this. It is a very easy activity. If you found any errors or any issues or any queries, tomorrow it will be the stage to ask. We all will do that. We all will trigger the issues, and we will try to find the solutions. No need to feel shame. Okay.
Yes, Ramesh, sure.
Thank you.
Ramesh.
Ben.
Thanks,
It's good,
Ramesh.
man.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to visit our Vimeo page and follow for more upcoming videos.